Today, Precarious plays
Transistor. So what I was trying to talk about in the last episode, I've been watching Dan Floyd play Pokemon Sword. Oh, goodness. Good dog. Good dog. I've been watching Dan Floyd play Pokemon Sword and Shield. Sword or Shield? I can't remember which one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's given me like the Pokemon bug,
Yeah.
but not for Sword or Shield.
Oh, so you're like, I miss Pokemon, but I don't like this new thing.
Yeah, I miss Pokemon, but not this Pokemon.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is sort of like the first time I think that that's ever happened. I don't think that I've ever watched footage of a Pokemon game, like, extensively, and then thought, like, but what if I just go back and play one of the ones I already have, instead of this new one?
I wonder... Have you skipped any generations? Like, usually you...
Ultimately, no.
Yeah. I mean, like, sometimes you'll be a bit of a laggard in getting the new one, whatever the new one is, but eventually you're like, I've played Pokemon for a full percentage of the hours I've been alive. Let's go ahead and get the new one.
Yeah, well, I mean... So... I skipped Generation 3 until Generation 4 was about to come out, and then I got a copy of Emerald. I've done stuff like that before.
You always end up...
Playing, yeah. Going through, at least... Like, I borrowed a copy... I had a friend who would always get both games.
Yeah.
Because... he was moneyed. But the point is that I borrowed his copy of Black just so I could play part of that gen, because I wasn't really super hot on that generation. That one has already been used as a passive. I just used that one as a passive. What do you do as a passive? Deflection Shield. Sure. And then this one, yeah, I've been meaning to try this. Oh, but I can't use it as a passive right now, of course. Okay.
I think it's full.
I think, nope, don't have enough points. That's 3. So I'll just take this one, and that's good enough. Okay, moving on. Have I missed a generation? I mean, just 8. Just the current one. I have not played Sword or Shield, and looking at the current price tag, unless they release some sort of like fully armored edition of the game sometime later, I don't think I will, because right now it's...
So the word is out.
Oh. The entire western half of Cloudbank is now offline as central administration scrambles to contain the threat and relocate citizens to designated safe zones.
Whoa.
Casualty rates are unknown, but missing persons reports crossed 100,000 as of this writing. Neat.
Wow.
Whole town's being held ransom.
Complicated. Oh. Poor Red.
Yeah. Well, your comment was submitted for moderation is not very encouraging. You know?
I don't think... I'm pretty sure that we can go somewhere else for... Here it is. Yeah, I like this little scene. I remember this pretty clearly.
Best view in town.
Because you get a nice little,
It's strange coming here.
still
Can't imagine
coming up.
what it's like for you. Well, at least Junction
Pizza.
Jan's delivered. Sea monster fresh from the bay. Flatbread delivery still going strong. Not so bad when it's cold. Not that I know anymore. Help yourself and good.
I think it's adorable that the sword is wearing a jacket.
Lock yourself out.
But then it gets sad.
How are you
Oh.
doing?
Who cares about the keys, you know?
It all looks
Yeah.
fine.
This thing doesn't have pockets anyway. Well, the jacket probably.
Oh, what?
Don't worry about it. It's probably nothing.
Uh-huh, sure.
I'm starting to lose you.
What? He said, I'm starting to lose you. What did happen?
Don't worry. It's, mostly played for laughs.
Okay.
Alright. How to play a video game. Wait. I confused my friend or the enemy.
Oh. It is a little bit difficult with this ghostly color scheme. Of being in turn.
Orc!
Yes.
Alright, pup. Help me out. There we go. Good girl. That's a weird one.
What is?
The shield, like the green mage is shielding the white mage.
This is... You know what's a problem with this game?
What?
I keep getting distracted and staring at the tiles and staring at the lamps and staring at the greenery. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, you just keep fighting while I look at all this art out here.
Yeah, like I like the little flecks of gold worked into the roof tiles. Nah.
Right?
Yeah.
But aren't you being threatened, like, mortally?
No, it's not so bad.
Was Bastion like this? I mean, like, I saw the concept art for Bastion, but I really didn't pay attention to it very much.
That's rough. I would say that Bastion is executed at a similar level of quality,
Yeah.
but I don't appreciate the art style as much. I don't know if you can hear it right now, but see how the transistor is glowing red and has that red trail that it's leaving?
I was gonna ask about that.
We can't hear it because the volume is too low, but the transistor right now is speaking with kind of a drunken slur.
Oh. Did he eat too much pizza?
We rubbed a pizza on him and it doesn't agree with his fragile constitution. Yes.
Is that really what happened?
No.
Okay. Look. Guy's a sword. I don't know.
Swords are weird. I didn't go to smithing school.
Yeah.
It's the first thing they teach you at Smith College.
Smith College of Sword and Design.
So just 2 more passives after this. I think I'm gonna hold off on reading them for a bit, so we can just get back into playing the video game. I think I'm gonna... I think that having friend and help, or switch and help, it's sort of overkill. I'm pretty sure that a boss is coming up, so I think I'm gonna hold on to friend and use Jaunt instead here. What does Jaunt and Ping do together? A turn cost reduction? I think I'm gonna... try this. Yeah. That's so Pokemon.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a great value proposition.
Yeah.
And
You know, I never thought much of a high-rise. Far from the water. Then I found out you lived here.
oh, that's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It probably can't be that bad if Red hangs out there, right?
Yeah.
Can I get both of them? Yes, I can. Okay. So, are you familiar with the term Dexit?
No.
It was announced that Sword and Shield were going to cut a considerable number of Pokemon from the Pokedex.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Anybody else
I mean,
is in here besides me?
From what I've seen, it looks like a pretty underwhelming game technically.
Where the sky should be. I see you.
It seems pretty bare bones, you know? Like I'm not sure what they were spending a lot of their dev time on, looking at the finished product
yeah.
and approaching it without any particular, like I had my feathers ruffled a little bit with the whole Dexit thing whenever I found out that Mega Lopunny would never be available because they were cutting. Not only was Lopunny not available
You still there, Red?
at launch, Mega Evolution was just being cut from the game.
Oh.
Yeah, so Mega Lopunny is one of my favorite Pokemon overall. Just like combination of aesthetics and like gameplay, you know?
Yeah.
So I was not happy that Lopunny wasn't going to be in the game, but I figured like, well, I mean, if there's enough other stuff, if there's enough to replace the loss of Lopunny in my heart, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll deal.
I mean, I think that you've complained before that there are an awful lot of Pokemon at this point.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm waiting for between you and me, glad no one else is listening in, I'm desperately waiting for a reboot.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to look at Pokemon as a franchise, really stop and take like a solid few years to try to determine what makes it tick, what people are interested in, and I really hope that they come back with like a strong mechanical focus, with a much more humble story. And it's just like, we're gonna have 200 Pokemon from across all 8 generations. We're going to retune every Pokemon. So they're only gonna be 200 to start. And we're gonna have much more conservative expansions of Pokemon in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not gonna drop like 100 new Pokemon into the game ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give it a shot.
But in exchange, we're gonna retool everything so evolution is optional. We're gonna crunch down the power scale so that Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise are all separate, distinct, functional Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Because rather than base stats just like simply improving as Pokemon evolve,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be a trade-off. So
yeah.
the difference between the weakest possible Pokemon and the strongest possible Pokemon, just base stat wise, it's much more compact. And then you don't have a situation where like I mean, you don't have a situation where it works like it does now, where some Pokemon you can't use.
Yeah, but
You
that
know?
is not the case in the changes that they've made whatsoever. They just cut a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Did they give any, like, reason? Does it look strategic at all?
Oh, it spawns it over there. Well, it's weird. They said, it took me too long to realize what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't recognize that it's equipped with an upgrade right now that drops it much further away. Like, I was wondering where my packets were spawning, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I need to organize my thoughts because I'm rambling at this point. And I'm going to complete these tests really quickly because I don't know if they're terribly interesting to watch, especially if I fail them repeatedly.
Okay.